I deposit the eye primer. So you tap while you deposit, and then you also blend while you deposit. So as I am tapping, I'm also blending it well. To make sure it's covering the entire area where you intend to apply the eyeshadow, into the inner corner, on the eyeballs, and also into the outer corner of the eye. So I'm going to be doing something that complements our look for today. So I'm going to be doing something in form of a nude eyeshadow, not too loud, something she can rock to the office or to a social gathering. Okay, so I'll be selecting from this eyeshadow palette. I'll be selecting from this lower section something that fits the look properly. So to this effect, I'm going to be using a couple of eyeshadow brushes. All these 3 brushes are eyeshadow brushes. So I'll be using these brushes alternatively to do the eyeshadow. Okay. So when you want to apply the eyeshadow, you deposit this way. You deposit on the eye. When you deposit like that, it allows the primer to suck in the eyeshadow. So the more you deposit there, the brighter it becomes. So you deposit this way. You don't brush and apply it in a rush. You take your time and you paste it and you deposit it on it. Okay. So you can put another color right there. So you can use up to 3 to 4 colors. You can experiment and do a lot. Alright, so you can decide to warm it up a bit and put something with a bright tone right here. And then you finish the look up. You finish it up with a dark color. Alright, you smoke up this outer corner of the eye. It's always good to smoke the outer corner of the eye. You don't necessarily have to use black. You can use a deep green, a deep blue, a deep purple, depending on the colors you're combining for the eyeshadow. So right here, I'm using the black. Okay. I'm going to be giving it a little bit of purple hue, just a little bit. All right, so there we go. I have my 4 colors on our eyeballs. So the next I'll be doing is I have to blend in between the eyeshadow. So in between this and this, I have to blend it up. I have to blend it up so you don't see any line separating the 2 eyeshadows. So right now I'm going to be working. So you move your hand, your brush lightly on it. You don't press it too hard, because if you press it too hard, you would end up cleaning off all the colors from my eyeshadow. So I just blend it a little bit. I'll come here in between the gold and the red also and blend. Then I come to the black also and also blend it well. So while that is done, like I said, you also blend in between the crease and the eyeshadow. So as you can see, there's like an invisible line separating the eyeshadow from the crease. So that line has to go. So I'm going to be blending and working on that right now. So be careful that you're working just on the crease and you're not cleaning off the eyeshadow in the process. Okay, so while that is done, I'm going to be smoking her under eye by using a black pencil. So this is a black pencil, and I would like to smoke up her under eye. So I would ask her to open her eye and then look up. Okay. So you have to be very fast when you're working on this area to avoid water coming out of the eyes. Okay. But in case you're the type that has a watery eye, you can just look up and blink very fast. So this would prevent the eye water from coming out of your eyes and spoiling the makeup. So after doing that, I'm going to be cleaning the eye area. Okay. And to that effect, I'll still be using this eyeshadow brush, this defining brush. And I'll work my way all the way from underneath her eyelashes, her lower eyelashes. I'm moving all the way up. Okay. So I'll pull it downwards. Blending is very, very important. So I'm blending it out. I'm blending it out this way. So here it is, guys. I'm done working with this part of her face. So I'm moving on to the second eye now to replicate this look over there. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be lightening our brow bone using 2 shades lighter than our brows. Remember to always blend well. Blending is very key in makeup artistry. So in everything you're doing, make sure you blend. Blend it in and out. So while this is done, I'm going to be contouring a crease using a darker shade. Okay. Using a contour brush. So this is a contour brush that I'll be using. And make sure to use the same thing you used on the first eye to make sure you have complementing makeup look. Okay, you don't want you going out there and confusing people. So next thing I'll be doing, I'll be priming the eyeballs. Alright, so this area right here is where I'll be applying the eyeshadow. So I'm going to be priming it up. Like I said, priming is important. It accentuates the eyeshadows, makes it brighter, and it also makes it last all day long. So as I'm tapping, I'm blending. So tapping is also another way of blending while applying the eyeshadow primer. Alright, so just like I did to the first eye, I will be replicating the same look right now. Okay. So I'll be taking the colors from this eyeshadow palette just like I did for the first eye. Okay, just right there.
Show cuts, please.
So like I said, you have to be able to replicate the same thing you did in the first eye to the second eye. So let's see what I come up with. Then like I said, try to always smoke up the outer corner. It doesn't have to be black. It can be deep purple, deep green, deep blue, depending on what color hues you've been using.